Welcome to my channel world. See news, subscribe to my channel for news updates all around the world. On the vast, restless Pacific, a U.S. Navy destroyer slices through the waves, its hull gleaming under the morning sun. The ship's crew is alert, every movement purposeful, as they navigate these strategic waters. It's part of a formidable Allied fleet, a powerful show of unity and strength with ships from several nations working together in seamless coordination. But on the distant horizon, a faint silhouette emerges, a ship not belonging to the Allied force, but a silent observer, quietly tracking every maneuver. This is no ordinary warship. It's a Chinese surveillance vessel, bristling with antennas and sensors, its crew focused on gathering intelligence and monitoring the fleet's every move. It carries no heavy weapons, its true power is invisible, hidden in the electronic signals it intercepts, listening and watching every move of the American fleet. Every radar pulse, every encrypted radio call, is captured and analyzed, feeding a constant stream of data back to command centers far away. The presence of this ship transforms what would be routine exercises into a high-stakes intelligence contest where every action is scrutinized and every signal could reveal a secret. U.S. commanders know they're being watched, forced to adapt and protect their secrets in real time, constantly changing tactics to stay one step ahead. This constant surveillance is both a technical and psychological weapon, pressuring the Navy to innovate on the fly and maintain operational security under relentless observation. The Silent Watcher is a symbol of China's growing ambition, challenging decades of American naval dominance and signaling a new era of maritime rivalry. The Pacific is no longer uncontested. It's a new battleground of cat and mouse, where information is as valuable as firepower. The future of global security now hangs in this delicate balance, as nations vie for control and influence on the world's largest ocean. That lone surveillance ship is just one node in China's grand strategy, an ambitious vision called the Transparent Ocean, which aims to transform the very nature of maritime warfare. This isn't science fiction, it's a sprawling, real-world network of satellites, spy ships, underwater drones and seabed sensors, all seamlessly linked together to make the vast Western Pacific visible to Chinese military planners in real time. The goal? To detect any ship or submarine, anywhere, at any time, stripping away the ocean's natural stealth and making the seas transparent to prying eyes. High above, satellites track vessels from orbit. Below, underwater sensors listen for the telltale sounds of submarines, creating a layered web of surveillance that spans from space to the ocean floor. China's aim is to render America's stealthy submarines obsolete, turning the ocean into a monitored zone where surprise is impossible and every movement is recorded. If every U.S. submarine can be tracked from the moment it leaves port, its power is blunted, and its ability to operate undetected is lost. This isn't just about defense, it's a bold bid to push the U.S. Navy further from Asia, limiting its ability to defend allies and project power in the region. The Transparent Ocean is a direct challenge to America's role as the region's security guarantor, threatening to upend the balance of power in the Pacific. It's a technological gambit to rewrite the rules of naval power, leveraging data, sensors, and artificial intelligence to dominate the maritime domain. The stakes are enormous: who controls the seas and who is left in the dark, unable to move unseen or respond in time. The invisible net is tightening, reshaping the future of naval conflict before our eyes. At the heart of China's formidable surveillance fleet is the Type 815 intelligence gathering ship, a vessel that has become a symbol of Beijing's expanding reach at sea. Instantly recognizable by its distinctive white radomes and an array of powerful antennas, the Type 815 bristles with technology designed for one purpose: to listen. These ships are built for electronic espionage, crewed by specialists who monitor the electromagnetic spectrum around the clock. Their mission is to intercept radar signals, communications, and telemetry from foreign navies, gathering secrets from the airwaves. Every signal they capture helps China map the electronic landscape of the U.S. and its allies, building a detailed picture that could prove vital in any future conflict. In October 2025, a Type 815 shadowed U.S.-Australian naval drills inside the Philippines economic zone, its sensors working overtime to soak up every transmission. The ship's presence was unmistakable, a silent observer that could not be ignored by the fleets it watched. Its proximity sent a clear message: every move, every signal is being monitored, This isn't an isolated event. Type 81 fiends have become a familiar sight, shadowing exercises and patrols across the Indo-Pacific. Wherever Allied navies operate, these ships are now a constant presence, quietly gathering intelligence. In July, another Type 815 was intercepted by the Philippine Coast Guard, deep within its own territorial waters, raising tensions. China is building a comprehensive library of its rivals' electronic signatures, crucial for jamming, countermeasures, and predicting enemy moves in a crisis. These ships fight with data, not missiles. Their real weapon is information, harvested in real time. Each encounter is a rehearsal for electronic warfare, a test of nerves and technology between rivals. The ears of the dragon are always listening, always learning, and always adapting. For the US and its allies, every exercise is now a live intelligence battle, with both sides racing to outsmart the other. The stakes have never been higher, and the contest for control of the airwaves is only just beginning. The South China Sea is now the main stage for tense standoffs between China and the US and its allies. In July 2025, the Philippine Coast Guard intercepted the Chinese spy ship Tianwangxing just 70 nautical miles from its shores, well inside its economic zone. The spy ship was escorted by a China Coast Guard cutter and soon joined by a heavily armed Chinese destroyer. Radio calls from the Philippines were ignored. Instead, the Chinese destroyer launched a helicopter to intimidate. This was more than surveillance. It was a show of force, using military and Coast Guard assets to assert China's claims. The timing was no accident. US and Philippine forces were conducting joint drills, including F-35 stealth fighters. The Chinese ship was likely there to gather intelligence on these advanced aircraft. China's surveillance operations are now directly linked to countering US military capabilities. Each encounter is a test of nerves and resolve. The game of shadows is escalating. The risk of miscalculation grows with every incident. China's surveillance ships aren't just passive observers. They're active disruptors. During recent US-Australia drills, analysts believe the Chinese ship was probing Allied radar and communications, possibly jamming or mimicking threats. This is live-fire training for China's electronic warfare teams, testing Western responses and refining their own tactics. Each interaction yields valuable data on Allied procedures and resilience. For the US and its partners, it's a constant challenge. Training exercises become real-world intelligence battles. The disruption complicates operations, forcing allies to limit sensitive systems and divert resources. China's goal: undermine Allied confidence and sow doubt within the alliance. The message is clear: we can watch and interfere at will. The contest is as much psychological as it is technical. The South China Sea is more than a stretch of water. It's a global trade artery and a potential energy goldmine. Control here means control over vital resources and shipping lanes. China claims almost the entire sea, clashing with the legal rights of its neighbors. In recent years, China has built artificial islands, militarized reefs, and deployed fleets to enforce its claims. Scarborough Shoal, within the Philippines zone, has been under Chinese control since 2012. Spy ships are the vanguard of this strategy, mapping the seabed and tracking foreign vessels. By maintaining a constant surveillance presence, China turns its claims into reality. The US challenges these moves with freedom of navigation patrols, determined to uphold international law. Every encounter is a flashpoint in a larger struggle for regional dominance. The stakes: who sets the rules in the world's most contested waters. The surveillance standoff has triggered strong reactions from all sides. The US Navy frames its presence as routine, defending freedom of navigation and the international order. China counters, calling the US the main source of instability and portraying itself as a regional defender. The Philippines, once cautious, now publicly challenges Chinese incursions and demands respect for its sovereignty. Supported by the US, Manila is pushing back against China's gray zone tactics. Each side sees the spy ships differently: threat, tool, or illegal intruder. There's no common ground, only rising tension and diplomatic deadlock. The risk of escalation is ever present. The world is watching, but the players are locked in a dangerous impasse. For decades, U.S. naval supremacy has underpinned global security and free trade. China's transparent ocean strategy is eroding that advantage, threatening the stealth and reach of American submarines. If China can track U.S. subs, the calculus of intervention in Asia changes, risks rise, and allies may doubt American support. This isn't just about ships. It's about the credibility of America's alliances and the future of the international order. If the U.S. Navy is blinded or pushed back, regional allies may reconsider their loyalties. China's surveillance network is designed to undermine confidence in U.S. security guarantees. The contest is about who sets the rules for the world's oceans. The silent watchers are dismantling the foundations of American power. The outcome will shape the balance of power for decades. The stakes are nothing less than the future of global order. The undersea contest is just beginning. The U.S. is investing in quieter submarines, underwater drones, and advanced anti-submarine tactics. American surveillance ships now hunt for Chinese subs, mapping the acoustic battlefield. Joint drills with allies build the skills needed to counter China's tactics. Diplomatically, nations like the Philippines are more vocal, exposing and condemning Chinese moves. But China's military machine is surging, deploying new ships and sensors at breakneck speed. Its transparent ocean network is a holistic strategy the West is still scrambling to counter. The Pacific is becoming a crowded, contested arena of sensors and stealth. Every patrol is a test of will. Every exercise, a live intelligence battle. The question remains, in this race for a transparent ocean, who will see and who will be left in the dark?